Welcome back to Ionan's Edge, everyone. Today I'm bringing you my thoughts on the Finch knives Reciprocity. Let's jump right in. We got a 154 cm flat grind blade, two-tone Wharncliffe, titanium frame lock with bolster. I love that. It's riding on ceramic bearings, nice and smooth. It's got a milled titanium clip on it. We got shredded carbon fiber scales, which look fantastic, along with the glow-in-the-dark Finch inlaid logo. We got a usable fine edge on this knife of 2 7/8 inches, a scale length of 4 inches exactly, and a tip-to-tail length of 7 inches. The knife weighs in at a very light 3.3 ounces. So let me tell you what I like. First off, Finch designed and designs a lot of gorgeous knives. This is definitely one of them. Two-tone blade, stone-washed on the flat grind for good wear resistance, satin up here where you don't typically put your hands very much. Beautiful fit and finish on the titanium frame lock, bolstered scales, milled tie clip. Just a great looking knife all around. Fit and finish on this thing is perfect. Okay, like I said, the carbon fiber scales add a nice look. So the knife has a completely premium / high-end type of look and feel to it. It's a good size, whether you're holding it here or you're holding it there. Like I said, my large glove-sized hands still get all 4 fingers on the scales in this hammer grip position like this, or in a saber position, and the ergos on the knife are really solid. There's some well-placed jimping up here that's done really nicely, and then there's also jimping on the flipper tab. So it is a flipper deployed knife that deploys really nicely. The tab doesn't stick out very much. You can see it's got a little bit of that triangle shape to it. Jimping on the back, jimping on the front where your fingers go. Once you deploy this knife, the flipper tab jimping is done so well that you can actually choke up and get your fingers in this position. And that's really, really comfortable. It really is. It's a nice, comfortable position for your hand. Or you can go with a more traditional grip back here. Your index finger rides right up against the back of it. There's a little bit of beef there to the flipper tab that allows you to slide your hand up there and still put your thumb here on the blade for a nice, solid cutting position. Good for utility cuts and slicing. So kudos for that as well. The 154 cm flat grind blade is a nice utility cutter. Well, while we're on the subject of cutting, it came sharp right out of the box. Cuts really nice. I only made a handful of cuts with this. This is more of a gentleman's carry type of knife, in my opinion. It certainly could be an EDC knife. Materials and workmanship are done really well. It should hold up in that role. I see this as more of a going out, you're a little more dressed up type of knife. But at the same time, that role would be dependent upon you. It does carry well in pocket. There are no sharp edges or anything like that to get your hand stuck on. And at just over 3 ounces, the knife is so light, you forget that it's in there. You really do. You're not going to notice that very much at all. So if you're looking for something in this style and with this type of materials and fit and finish that doesn't take up a lot of space in your pocket and offers a good utility cutting blade, and also a solid pocket clip. Believe it or not, this pocket clip is really, really functional. I was super impressed with the springiness and the design of the clip. Are there any dislikes for this knife? There really aren't any. I do not have any real dislikes. I will put in one note to folks, and that is that the pocket clip is not a full deep carry. So right here from the screws up, that's going to stick out. But again, if this is going to be your office carry or night out carry with going to dinner with friends or going out on a date or something like that, yeah, I don't think that's going to matter, right? This is not meant to be a hard use work knife. This is a more premium looking knife. And I think the pocket clip is very, very functional, but it is not a true deep carry and it is not reversible. So no lefty love here for you guys. So let me do a quick size comparison on this bad boy. So here's the Reciprocity. First, I'm going to give you something that I use in a lot of videos because a lot of people own them and a lot of people know how big these knives are. This is the Reciprocity next to a Benchmade bug out, a stock Benchmade bug out. Almost the same length knife. Similar length scale, similar blade length, maybe a little more cutting surface on the Benchmade bug out, but nevertheless, they're similar in length. Obviously, there's a big difference in thickness. The bug out is very slender compared to this, as you can see, but there you go. And then I'm going to give you one more for comparison's sake. A little sneak peek at the next knife review, and that is the Wii Mini Malice button lock. So here's the Mini Malice button lock, and here is the Reciprocity. Reciprocity got a little bit more scale length, a little straighter, similar amount of cutting edge on both knives, but there you go. That gives you a little bit of a comparison size-wise on the Reciprocity. I have had this knife now for about 4 or 5 months, I think. I've carried it a fair amount when I'm not working. I've taken it on a couple little road trips with me. I pulled it out and used it for some different things. It's just a really, really cool knife. It's really comfortable. It has 2 different hand positions to get into. Plenty of room here on the grip. Beautiful fit and finish on this, like as is with most Finch knives I've handled. This is, I believe, my 3rd or 4th Finch knife, and it won't be my last. So I consider this, like I said, a premium knife, slightly nicer occasions. It also makes a solid EDC knife. It does carry pretty well. At $145 and in a few different scale options, the Finch Reciprocity, it represents a really great value in this price range. You pair that with solid design, ergonomics, and build quality, and I have to say I'm really, really glad. I'm really happy with this purchase and glad I added this knife to my collection. Like I said, it's not my first Finch. It won't be my last. All right, folks, that's what I've got for you today. There's the Finch Reciprocity. Thanks as always for watching. Consider hitting the like button if you enjoyed this video. I appreciate you guys, and stay sharp.